The views expressed in this podcast, Champ and Tramp, belong to the host and guest, not the Champ and Tramp podcast itself. It's intended for entertainment information, so please use discretion. We're not responsible for any outcomes resulting from the content discussed.
What's up, guys? It's May, and that means it's a National Beef Month. What a better way to kick off the month than getting 40% off all carnivore products.
That's right, guys. Not only have you heard about us talk about carnivore for a while, it also won Protein of the Year. The benefits of beef protein over whey are outstanding.
Carnivore contains no fat, no lactose, no sugar, no cholesterol, no gluten. Skip the bloat and go with 100% beef protein isolate.
That's right, guys. Go check it out now at musclemedsrx.com and save 40% today.
Real show, here we go. Real show, here we go. You know that it's gotta be that time, so this is what we chant. What keeps on getting them all amped in advance? Come on. You and I rocking out with Iron Man, FE. You get the general's point of view on top of Roger's rants. Whenever tapping out, we're putting the most minutes in. You already know what that's about, you know that winners win. Crush whatever's on task, check the podcast. It's the champ and the tramp, let the bomb blast.
All right, go ahead, buddy. What do you got for us, Big Frank?
No, I'm saying New Jersey,
Yeah.
or not New Jersey, the DEA reclassifying marijuana. It's not a Schedule 1, it's a Schedule 3 now. Well, it says it still has to...
Wasn't it? I
And
don't
the
know.
change must still be reviewed by the White House Office of Management and Budget.
I don't know shit about it, but was it ever a felony? Was it always a misdemeanor?
I don't know. It's Schedule 1, though. Schedule 1 is the same thing as cocaine and heroin. It was considered that.
Oh, so it would depend on the amount you have,
Yeah,
whether it's
yeah.
a felony or whether
Yeah,
it's a...
yeah, I think so.
Would it still be? Like, if you had a trailer truckload, it's probably still going to be a felony, right?
I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. But as far as the schedule, this and that matters.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
As far as penalties go in court cases and stuff, right?
Yeah. It's a win.
It's a win.
I would consider that a win.
I guess. Yeah, if you're a pothead, Roger, like you.
Yeah. Negative.
Go
ahead, buddy. What do you got? Hit me with some topics. Do some rapid fire topics.
Rapid fire topics? No. Well, I built a garden for the 8th millionth time.
I just went out and checked it out. You had one at your old house that you built for Renee, or I think you had built.
No,
You built it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, on Mother's Day. Yeah,
Yes.
the day before or whatever. You built it. That's right. I remember that. This one's similar. You had a little
This
more.
one's more.
You had a lot more acres there at your old place.
Well, it was just an open one. There was no animals eating all our shit.
Right.
Over here, there's so many chipmunks that we built one with, we put 4x4s on all the corners so we could make like a, enclosure, right? And fenced it in. But the chick wiring we used last time was too big, and the chipmunks, I guess, were getting through it, ate everything.
Chipmunks or squirrels?
I'm thinking chipmunks because they were small. I think a squirrel may be too big to get in there, but the chipmunks were getting in, and that was pissing me off. So we pretty much added more wood, added more chick wiring, smaller holes, and Renee did most of it. I'll be honest, but
I know what chicken wire is. You're calling it chick wire. Is that just
whatever?
finer?
I don't know. I'm just making.
I thought that was like it's a finer mesh. It's called chick wire.
It's a cuter wire.
Thought I learned something today.
Chick wire. It's a little kind of. They wear little booty shorts.
Growing up in Maine, my grandparents always had a garden. My parents always had a garden. So, we always had a garden. But I don't ever remember.
That's what I was thinking. Okay.
I don't ever remember them being enclosed. You just took your damage from whatever deer ate you. You lost it.
Right.
It was they were too big to enclose.
I feel like they always had gardens too, and fig trees.
Yeah, I mean, you look like you'd eat from a fig tree, but yeah, no, they were just my grandparents. Just basically, my grandfather had a tractor.
But like this, all right. So we got this garden.
Yeah.
What is the purpose of the garden, really?
To grow vegetables that are not pesticide treated.
Okay, so it's a hobby. It's a hobby because you ain't growing enough vegetables to feed your family.
No.
Right? You ain't growing enough to do any of that. It's pretty much a hobby, right? And you're not saving money. It's probably costing me money.
Well, after you figure out, like the way my grandparents did it, they probably saved money because they rototilled a huge field.
Oh, yeah, a little different.
And my grandmother always canned shit too. She would always can beets and string beans and put it in the basement for the winter. So they probably actually did save money, but are you saving money? No, but I think it's peace of mind to know you're eating healthy, right? Would be my guess, because Renee spends, I mean, doesn't she buy, I see it on the porch, there was one on the porch today. She buys like fresh veggies and gets them shipped in, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, you got to be saving some money, because that shit can't be cheap.
No. Well, no, bro, because she's still buying the vegetables. You know what I'm saying? It's not like,
It's cutting down on how much vegetables are you eating, bro?
no, I'm just saying it's for everybody for the most part,
Right.
In New Jersey at least, and like in these neighborhoods, maybe not like Jersey where there's big farms and stuff. There are definitely that. There's some even in Tom's River, or one really, but as far as like these people that grow up gardens in their home, it's just something to do. It's a hobby, dude. That's all it really is. I guess it is good for if say the world goes to shit, you kind of know how to grow stuff a little.
Right.
Only 2 months of the year in Jersey, right?
Yeah. I mean, the word hobby, I don't know. Raising chickens, is that a hobby?
Yes.
You ever buy eggs?
Yes. We still buy eggs, buddy.
Exactly. So
it's a hobby, yes.
hobby. What isn't a hobby?
No, but right now
Everything's a fucking hobby.
they're pumping out. They're pumping them out right now.
If you didn't make a career out of fighting, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and martial arts would be a hobby. I mean, it's a hobby for 99.9% of people.
Correct. Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Everything's a hobby, isn't it? Kind of.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Kind of.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
that's what I'm trying to. The point I'm trying to get, except for your career.
I'm just saying it, but like gardening.
If you're not
is
getting paid
more
for
of,
it, it's a hobby.
like a craft, maybe, right?
Right. Yeah, I would agree. Definitely.
It's time consuming as
It's
shit.
going to be very time consuming if you're taking care of weeds, you're doing it right, you're keeping animals out. No, we never did. Never weeded shit. When I was a kid, you just pick the carrots out of the weeds, you pick the potatoes out of the weeds. Right. There's some rewarding about it too, though. There is, like especially like shit you can't see growing in the ground, like carrots, potatoes, shit growing out of the ground. You can see it every day and whatever. But when you're digging up potatoes, you're even peeling back corn or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's almost kind of like fucking I did this.
No, yeah, it's rewarding.
Yeah.
Definitely. I could see that. It was cool. Like, when we go get our first cucumber or whatever, I'm fucking down
Together,
with it.
holding hands.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's
fucking no, listen.
Not that I know anything about this because I'm not married anymore, but it was an experience that you and your wife shared too and spent some time.
Mother effers.
No,
going
it was
everywhere.
no good.
No, it was good. It was good. No, really, it was demoralizing last year. Me and Renee built the fucking thing, and we had a blueberry tree.
And you got nothing out of it? They ate everything?
Nothing. Every single tomato they bit out of. Every single one. Then I was hunting them. I was hunting them.
Yeah.
And I just bought a
pellet gun.
A pellet gun. Yeah.
Can you buy a pellet gun? You have to buy it in a gun store, right? In Jersey. Where'd you get it?
I didn't get it shipped here. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're talking about. All right, I got you. Because I bought one last year. I lent it to a buddy and never got it back. But he had a goose problem in his backyard. But
that's
anyway.
what it is. It's for varmint.
Yeah,
I got it for varmint.
Yeah, he had a goose issue. They were shitting all
Bro,
over.
I told you I got one. I
just said I don't want to know nothing. Here you go.
I got one chipmunk last year though.
Peter's gonna come after you.
Fuck Peter.
Yeah.
Fuck Paul. Fuck all them. All right.
They are a corrupt organization. If they just did
listen, this is my thing with the animals, okay? Because I like animals. Obviously, we have animals. I'm not like a guy that fucking steps on cats and shit. You know what I mean? Not like that. Like I see a squirrel in the road, I try to avoid it. I'm not that guy.
Same. Yep.
But once the animal starts encroaching on my home and the things,
but it was their home before it was your home, Frankie.
No.
It was their home first.
No.
Squirrels lived here before you did.
Motherfucker, do they pay taxes? I don't think they pay taxes. Okay, so
neither did the Indians.
And like, dude, the chipmunks. Like, I'm cool. Like now they're in my garage. I see them in my basement. I'm like, all right, now. Yeah. You're bringing in ticks. They say there could be 100 ticks or 1,000. Something crazy.
It's insane.
100 ticks on a chipmunk.
Chipmunk's like this
100
big.
ticks. Yeah. Now you're messing with my health.
Yeah.
That's health. My kid's health. So now, I'm like Bronson.
I'm with you on that. I have no issue.
I'm trying to get Alvin,
if it's costing
Simon,
me money,
and Theodore.
Unless it's like, I don't know, like if it's a fucking rabbit in my backyard, because my kids would flip out if they knew. Not that they would know. I would sneak it, but I just fucking put a have-a-heart trap out. But chipmunks, shoot them bastards all day. I had one.
What?
Have-a-heart, it's called. It traps them alive. I've let so many animals go in Ocean County College. It's ridiculous.
Really?
But I had a gray squirrel, a couple of them, I guess. chewed through my, those vents on the soffit vents or whatever. Yeah. Chewed through that, got in my attic, and I shot all those fuckers.
With what? That pellet gun?
Pellet gun. I had mice got in my house somehow, like a family of mice. I found like a couple poops, down where my kid's cereal is. And then I noticed on the side of like a pancake box, they were chewing it. And I'm like, motherfuckers. And that's disgusting, right?
Yeah.
Pee, poop, or whatever where your food is, right? Yeah. It's gross. So I put sticky traps down, and I'd see their feet marks in it, and they wouldn't get them. So I put the fucking clamp trap. Dude, I'd hear those go off at like 3 a.m.
Oh, like regular mouse traps?
Yeah. I got them with that. I got 3 of them. Never had an issue since, but.
Yeah, that's a pain in the ass. But, yeah. But, you know what, though? They say, I don't know where I heard this. I seen someone say, like, instead of every house in the neighborhood having grass, we should all have gardens. And then say, like, my house grows cucumbers and tomatoes. That house grows broccoli and cauliflower. The next house grows green beans and this. And you all just swap.
Oh, that's the way that it should be done. I mean, it would be, the more self-reliant you can be, the better we are as a country, right? As a civilization. The problem is fucking
Big brother stepping on our toes.
Do you know all your neighbors personally?
Yeah.
Everybody on the street, you know them all?
Not every. Yeah, honestly, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
At least I've had an interaction with them or two.
I know everybody. I live on a dead end street, but I know everybody on my street. I don't know if I trade vegetables with some of them, but
yeah, no, I get along with pretty much all my.
You trade vegetables with all of them?
Just eggplants.
Yeah, I mean your point is.
But New Jersey is
the Garden State. Used to be. It used to be.
No, it still is. What do you mean?
No, it's still called the Garden State, but it used to be a lot more agriculture. Out west, there's still a ton of it.
Absolutely.
But it used to be our area. Used to be like lots of chicken farms and
egg farms.
Egg farms, tons of them. There's still a huge one over in.
I guess you would need chickens to make eggs.
10-4, buddy. 10-4. A lot of horse farms were here too. Horse and chicken farms.
Yeah.
We used to be the Garden State.
We are the Garden State.
You know anything about... No, I'm saying, yes, we are called the Garden State, but it literally used to be the Garden State.
We are. We have very fertile soil, though. You know that?
California, almost everything is imported from, as far as, vegetables. Most everything comes out of California.
Jersey tomatoes.
True.
Pretty fucking good.
California has year-round weather. We don't.
Yeah. They got trans, too.
Yeah. I know Jamie, Eat Clean Bro, deals a lot with California growers out there because he needs it year round.
Right.
So, you remember? I mean, you go way back. You were born here.
I don't remember yesterday, bro.
No, 2006, the whole Dover Township debate.
Yeah. It was used to be Dover.
All the cop cars, ambulances used to say Dover. And do you remember why we're Tom's River now? Wasn't there? There's a up north. There's a Dover, and I think there was a.
Yeah, you're right.
Like a, I don't know, like a legal action, we'll call it.
I don't know, but they voted on it, and everyone voted. I think it makes sense.
Town
why
did.
Why not call it Tom's River Township?
Yeah, I like it better than Dover.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Like, it's kind of confusing a little bit. Dover Township. Where you live? Dover Township. What town? Tom's River. What? You know?
Do you know why it's called Tom's River?
But, well, Tom. All right. There's rumors. There's rumors that he was an Indian, right?
No, I think he married an Indian. I think, or was that Joshua Huddy?
Yeah, it was Huddy.
That was Huddy.
Tom, I think, wasn't an Indian.
Was he?
He
was settled. He was one of the earlier.
Tanto. It was Tom Tanto. They said Tom. We'll call you Tom.
You just making this shit up?
No, I said Tom Tanto. For real.
Are you making this up or is this
Chief
real?
Tom Tanto?
Listen, I'll believe it. It sounds good. Sounds good.
Tom Tanto. Like, oh, Tommy. That's Tommy. That's Tom's River.
It's a very Jersey name, Tommy. But yeah, he was an early settler, right? 1700s, lived on Tom's River, and it wasn't called Tom's River.
I told you about
had a different name at the time, but they renamed it Tom's River.
I told you about the Tom's River. I told you that book I read about
about
the Sibagagi and all that stuff.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the British, invaded, came up the bay, basically. But yeah, the Sibagagi, that was called Tom's River, right?
What do you mean? The book you're saying?
It's a different book than the book that was about. Isn't it a different book? That was about pollution and how they got in there. Yeah,
yeah. But
you told me about another book.
It was that same book.
It was the same book.
Yeah.
Okay.
He gives you the history of Tom's River, way back.
So
and I guess way back in before maybe it was in the United States.
Right.
A lot of people would take refuge in the Tom's River during a big storm, and pirates knew that, so they would fucking pirate their boats.
Right. Isn't that crazy? Because the deepest part of the bay we're talking about, right? The Tom's River, like the bay.
Well, not the bay. The bay is the Tom's River's off the bay.
It is, but I mean, it is off the bay. I know where it goes. It goes right by my work, by the Tom's River Post Office, but none of it's very deep at all.
No, dude, you know it goes actually all the way to like.
Yeah, but it's
like
gets.
I know, but still, it still goes all the way to like fucking.
It does.
South Jersey.
It does, but yeah, I don't think you could make it down parts of that in a kayak, but
you have to get out.
It's incredibly shallow, and everything back then was a sailboat. And don't they have big keels? Like, how did anything come up this river? I wonder.
Yeah.
I mean, the deepest part in the center of the channel is only about 6 feet, I think.
No,
that's the deepest part. Yeah,
really.
Yeah, pretty much anywhere out there you can jump off a boat and stand up, almost everywhere, except for like maybe in the dead center of the channel. Now, Tom's River, the river itself that goes up by the post office, maybe that's a little deeper, but the bay itself is very shallow, extremely shallow.
Oh yeah, Tom's River is deeper, definitely.
It has to be deeper.
Yeah, no, it is. That bay gets dredged out too all the time. Didn't it recently, or needs to, or something? What was he saying?
I've never, as long as I've been here, I've never seen any dredgers out there dredging it. They'll often dredge like beaches and beach replenishment. They'll dredge like marinas where boats dock and stuff, so they have enough water. They'll dredge lagoons where houses are built on lagoons because those are all man-made. They'll dredge those to keep them deep enough, but I don't think they ever dredge the actual bay. Maybe. I've never seen it.
You see another whale died?
No, I didn't.
It was in April though. I see. It was like sometimes you'll get Instagrams from like April 6th. For like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, it was like from that date.
Where?
South Jersey somewhere.
They suspect the.
I mean, well, I'm sure it's humpback whale.
Oh wow! Wow, that's crazy. I did see Greavy. I keep saying McGreevy. Murphy. I said McGreevy last week. Murphy did set aside like $4 million, I think, to research that sonar testing they're doing to see if that's effective.
Come on, bro.
Doesn't seem like a very big budget.
How? Come on. Of course it is.
Yeah.
How can you say it's not, right?
I've been here 25 years.
Never heard whales die.
Never, ever. And it's not just whales.
I mean, maybe, but
it's dolphins too. Washing up.
All right.
Go ahead, buddy.
This is a little off topic.
Shoot.
Did you listen to Tucker on Rogan?
No, not the whole thing. No,
okay.
I did listen to some of it.
Did you hear he was talking about UFOs and all that stuff? And what he thinks about them?
Yes. I forget, but
okay.
I did.
So then what he thinks about them, he thinks UFOs and all these like spirits are
spirits?
No, or whatever. He calls them, he thinks that's what they are. They're spirits. They're supernatural or maybe interdimensional, right? Mm-hmm. And then, so, whatever. Rogan's like, yeah, it can make sense or whatever. And then there was a guy on Rogan today I was listening to that he has like a website and a book about how the moon landing is fake and all this and that. And he too, because like he says the higher ups, like he's researched all this stuff. He has a book coming out about the UAPs or UFOs and whatnot. And he too says he thinks that's what they are. He's like that's what he found out in all his studies. That's what the people that have studied this UFO phenomenon for decades. That's the result. Is they are supernatural or they're interdimensional.
Well, if it can't be identified as exactly something, why isn't that just as plausible as it's aliens? I believe that just as much as I do as aliens.
Yeah, right.
What do you believe?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I never really considered it being. I mean, maybe within the last like couple of years, obviously, just doing this all fucking stupid tough stuff. Like I thought I'd be like, yeah, of course there is another civilization that is more advanced that could come up. Like, why would we think we're the only people and the most advanced? All this, right? Mm-hmm. So you think that. But then I always say, like, we're talking about how like, oh, we're always worried about AI. Elon Musk is talking about it. This guy's talking about that guy. AI's bad and it's going to take us over and this and that. So if that's the case, and these other civilizations that are way more advanced than us, maybe thousands, hundreds of thousands of years ahead of us, that means they're AI already. Right? They're AI already. So if that could be what's coming to visit us, like AI is coming to visit us. Or is their AI so good that it's eventually AI mixed with organic beings? You know what I mean? Mm. And that could be the case.
You think the proof is undeniable, though, or do you think some of these I mean, like I think the most believable guys are some of these like, fighter jet pilots that are like, telling very detailed.
No, but they're just saying what they're seeing. They don't really know, right, what they're saying either.
Exactly. That's my point is they don't know what they're seeing, but they're seeing something for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think they're making thousands of liars out there. Do you? Some people, I'm sure.
No, I think there's definitely a lot of liars though.
Now, do you think, because I said no definitive proof, right? We've never actually like.
Well, according to other people, there is though.
Roswell, right? Yeah.
Well, they even say they have. Like Bob Lazar. They have.
Do you believe that? Bob Lazar is a pretty believable guy, but I don't know, man.
Well, bro, at Los Alamos, that's where they fucking, that's where they made the atom bomb and all that stuff. I mean, I don't know, dude. Yeah, and I told you how they say where they found that UFO, how they got it, how they acquired it. From an archaeological dig. Really? So that means from something a long time ago.
Isn't there something like a giant mud, like a? I saw something on Instagram recently where they were digging and they like uncovered this underground city and they say it was part of some giant mudslide from, that covered up all these civilizations.
But on purpose, though.
I don't know if it was on purpose. I don't know much. You know about what I'm talking about?
One, Lobekli Tepe.
Maybe that's it.
That's what I heard is this. They said this was a civilization that was super advanced, and it looks like someone came and filled it with sand on purpose. Okay, like intentionally filled it.
But is it similar to like the Great Pyramids where nobody? Atlantis. Well, Atlantis got covered up with water. Right?
Well, they don't know. They don't know.
It hasn't been found, so I guess Gotcha.
But you know what I've been hearing recently too? They say the Great Wall of China. They say it's facing the other way.
Explain what you mean. I don't know.
So like it's the Great Wall of China. It's not like they're it looks like they're blocking the Chinese.
Doesn't it follow a mountain line ridge though?
Yeah, but I'm saying, but still, the ports that are like the ports to shoot arrows are facing China, not facing out. So they call that Tartaria. They think it's like another like conspiracy type thing, right? But another super advanced civilization they talk about. It's called Tartaria, and I guess that was like where the Caucasus and all that stuff is, right? Like that area.
What's the reasoning behind it though? Why would it be facing China and not?
Well, because they were trying to keep. Well, they're. I mean, I don't know what the reason is, but they're insinuating that they were trying to keep the Chinese out of Tartaria.
Gotcha.
They said Tartaria was like super advanced.
Right.
Did you ever see like all the pictures from like the World's Fairs?
Yeah.
And they said like that was all Tartaria.
Right.
Because they built all these like beautiful buildings, like all this like old architecture that we have.
But did you see again? Like I don't know if it's true again because who knows what's real anymore.
Exactly.
But they're saying like cities back in the day were so much more like architecturally beautiful and this and that. Now like they got rid of all that. Is that just because with the times like we just went to more modern? You know what I mean? More like industrial.
That was all the World's Fair buildings. Like they were beautiful.
Beautiful.
And they tore them down. They said, they just built them for the World's Fair. But like at that time, like it doesn't really make sense why they would do that.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Because the cities were like more advanced.
Like they say, what cities?
Like I think
even Chicago, like St. Louis. St. Louis, Chicago, like looked crazy. Like and again, if these are true pictures and who knows what we're seeing. It like is like why would we go? It looks like we went backwards in time.
And the theory is like the Chicago fire was them destroying like the old world, Tartaria.
There's all these crazy theories. I mean, the Titanic obviously is one of them. Where the Rockefeller was it not? Was the Rockefeller?
No, Carnegie.
No,
well, it was J.P. Morgan.
J.P. Morgan. That's what I was trying to think of. Basically,
John Jacob Astor was like against the Federal Reserve forming.
Right.
And J.P. Morgan like didn't go on that ship.
Right.
And then.
But was supposed to, but like last minute.
Yeah.
And then basically sent all of his rivals to the bottom, right?
Or was he American?
I think he was American. I don't think he was Irish.
But there is a conspiracy theory behind almost everything, and how much
even
of
the
it
Titanic itself. Like,
dude, I went when I went to Ireland. We went to Belfast. Yeah. That's where it was built. It was built over there, and it left there, but like months before it left for their journey to the United States. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Where when you say months before, where did the people board that were obviously they weren't there for months?
England, I think. England. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got you.
It was Liverpool, right?
First person to die. You want the first person to die?
Is this a joke?
No joke.
Oh, go ahead.
No joke. It was a 15-year-old boy doing the ropes, like building it. 15-year-old boys.
A building. Oh, I thought you meant when it hit the iceberg.
Yeah, no,
okay,
that's what I think. Yeah.
Yep.
What sex position makes the ugliest children?
This is definitely a joke. They say if you want to have a boy, you got to do a doggy.
I don't know. I don't know either. Go ask your mother.
Shit.
That was bad.
That was pretty good, buddy. Yeah. That was pretty good, pal.
So yeah, who knows how advanced we were?
I know. It's all like.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
are we the
are we
Truman Show?
ever like the mysteries of the world? Right?
Are we ever gonna know?
Like, are we ever like, when you die? Is it like something like just boom? Like,
grand epiphany, like as you're.
I think the whole Antarctica thing's the wildest thing.
That is,
like
I agree.
Ice walls and
I agree with that.
Bird, that's bananas.
That is, I agree, 100%.
Like, don't you think though? Eventually, right? Drones are like a pretty popular thing right now, right? Drones are gonna get. You're gonna be able to take a drone over there one day.
Well, they're all geo-fenced out. Like, you can't like fly a drone over like an airport because they like have like a geo-fence.
What is that? What's a geofence? Like
it's
it
like
zaps them.
Sounds like an
it
electrical
doesn't
impulse.
let them go past that. Like, because all the drones have like apps that they have to use in order to fly them.
Right.
So, I'm assuming if an airport has that, you would think Antarctica, if they're hiding something, would.
Yeah.
You see,
but I mean, really, like we're talking about aliens. There's hundreds of thousands probably of accounts. Really, the only account in Antarctica is Admiral Byrd's book, right? I mean, that's it. One man talks about what he saw, but he was a very respected individual and a very not known to be a liar, essentially.
But listening to this guy talking about, because you talked about that a lot, where you say the moon landing is probably the one where you're like, all right,
that's the one that's
this dude. You listen to this guy, and Rogan's playing like devil's advocate on purpose, kind of like.
Well, he doesn't believe the moon landing happened either. Rogan doesn't.
I know, but he's playing as if like he's he is trying to stick up for that point. This guy's, dude, this shit is crazy. It's like, no way it happened. Yeah, he's like, you're telling me.
Do you see when it leaves?
He says, listen up. He said, do you know that they did that mission ahead of time? The mission, the Apollo 11 was ahead of time.
Really?
They said they've never done any other mission ever. Never has been ahead of time, ever.
Well, we were.
But
they destroyed all the technology.
But the hardest mission that we ever had was we did it early.
We were in the space race. We had to get there.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I mean,
it was essentially just to fuck you to Russia is all it was, wasn't it?
I feel like it was definitely Kubrick. He definitely did. Directed
100%. You think on his? Oh no, wait, is Kubrick still alive?
No, well, he did Eyes Wide Shut, the movie. And you ever see Eyes Wide Shut?
Was that Tom Cruise?
A long time ago.
Yeah, it was all with like the secret society. They're all wearing the masks, like the Rothschilds parties. If you ever seen those pictures, and then he had like full creative control over it. So Warner Brothers had seen the movie right when it was about before he was going to release it, and they were like pissed off, and they said you have to change it, and he said no, and then he had a heart attack right after that and died. And they cut 6 or 8 minutes out of the movie, but the movie's all about mind control and all that kind of shit, and
that's what they do. What they do. I mean, I don't know. People get crazy. They show you what they do. The evil's
I mean,
that's
satanic
part of being
rituals,
evil.
It's.
I suppose that's part of the satanic rituals, you said. They have to tell you what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Is that crazy? I don't know.
Yeah, why? Grove, all that shit.
How do you think most people get in, though? Do you think they entice you with sex and things that, men are... Men,
for you.
You know what I'm saying? Men are easily influenced by sex and things like that. And then once they get
blackmail,
you... And that's what I'm saying. Once they get you, is the threat of blackmail, and you're now so invested, you're just a pawn.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're talented and you want to make it to that next level, certain personalities will make that deal with the devil because it's that important.
Oh, no question.
So,
but what is the deal they make?
It's all these you ever see these humiliation rituals they do. You'll see all these famous people. You'll see The Rock wearing a dress.
Yeah, well, John Cena
wearing the dress. I just saw LeBron wearing the dress.
Yeah, that's not true though.
It's not true.
Not where he's like a maid.
Like
a maid.
Is that not?
That was AI.
Oh, was that?
It looks like it says it looked like he's taking it in front of the mirror, but the mirror is behind him.
Well, the first one I remember, you tell me the first humiliation guy that was humiliated that I can ever remember. being caught in a dress supposedly was some mistress of his, took pictures of Oscar De La Hoya. Remember that? Way back. That was 20 years ago.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if that was that. He was a fucking coke head.
But on that podcast, what Rogan Tucker was talking about, like, I don't know, he was talking to somebody influential, and like, are these people all blackmailed, and like, why they're afraid of like,
right?
Yeah, they're all compromised. So that's our politicians. Like, of course, it's Hollywood too.
Well, our politicians,
it's everybody.
Well, most of our politicians. I mean, listen, I'm sure the men, because men are easily influenced by sex, are probably bought and paid for that way, but. Some of it has to be insider trading. Like, you know what I mean? None of these people go to prison for insider trading. They're all multimillionaires now, and there's no way that's legal. No way.
Of course not.
They never pay the price for it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But,
yeah.
UFC 3-0. Is it 302?
302. Mickey Gall's on that card.
Yeah, God, Mickey Gall. He's fighting this other guy, right? They were at Iceman or Sandman's buddies.
Sandman's buddy, yeah.
But it's Poirier versus Islam.
It's gonna be a good one, man. Who are you picking? I don't pick.
I'm obviously like friends with both of them.
I know. Listen, Poirier. His stand-up is nobody's better. I mean, maybe Max Holloway. Other than that,
well, he beat Max.
He did beat Max, but Max looked really good his last outing.
He did.
But anyway, regardless, nobody's stand-up. But can he stuff those takedowns? You know what I mean?
It's tough.
I mean, that's going to be tough.
You know, Islam and his team are coming out here.
Yeah, we got to get him on.
Yeah, we can at least get Ali on. I know they're going to be busy, but we'll definitely try to get him on. Yeah. Maybe we'll go visit some trainers or something.
Hell yeah. Your gym going to be open by then?
Probably not.
No. Damn.
It's one thing after the next. This fucking thing.
I know, bro. I feel bad for you. This has been
crazy.
Dude,
I go back and look at texts. It's like, dude, I've been doing this for
2 years.
Yeah,
right? 2
yeah.
years?
Well, I mean,
looking for a spot.
This particular place, though, I've been at it for a year.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. It'll be open. It'll be.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're in the
enough.
process. Just stupid shit.
Yep.
Stuff, unforeseen stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I'll talk to you after. So somebody called me about your place that came in there for.
I just want to teach jiu-jitsu, bro.
Yeah, I hear you. I think that. I mean, of all the martial arts, do you think kids relate the most to that? Because it's like a reward system with the belts and the stripes.
Yeah, yeah. I just anyone is fine. Obviously, I'm
I mean, karate too. I guess but
they're all good. I obviously I'm gonna be a little
biased
towards one. I do feel like jiu-jitsu is the best as far as application. Like, you could learn jiu-jitsu, you could start it, and you could pretty much go 100% on each other. So you get a real feel of it.
Right.
Karate's kind of tough. Those kids can't go 100% on each other at that young age and this and that. And you don't want to be punching people in the face at a young age and all this.
Do all the martial arts, I mean, Samba, for example, is that a belt?
Sambo? I'm not I don't know. I would think so, though.
It is.
Yeah, I would think so. Because they wear the gi and everything,
yeah, right,
in
right.
Sambo. But the belt is good. It gives kids incentive. Kids get something to push for. They really want to get that stripe. Oh, I'm getting a stripe this week. I'm going to go to class. 2 more classes, I get stripe. It's definitely something for kids to look up to.
Yeah.
And strive for.
I know Grayson's excited to get over there. I mean, he already, obviously, he's with Dante now and doing well. He just got another stripe the other day, but I always tell my kids, like, soon, it's going to be soon. We're going to be there on the weekends, and then Lonnie said to me the other day, Daddy, is V going to hurt me? I said, you're bigger than me. She's been wrestling, so she's going to have some more skills, but you're bigger.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, V hasn't been wrestling much right now. She's doing soccer, so.
Okay.
She had to try out for a team, too, now this year.
First
year she has to try out.
Oh, so she could actually get cut.
Yeah, which, I mean, hopefully we're done with soccer.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's got to be tough. I know Louie, Louie, his daughter really loves soccer. She was pretty good at it. And she read that list one time and got cut, and it ruined it for her.
Yeah.
Like she didn't
What
make
kind of
it.
happened with Santino? He was on the A-team for years. A-team, but he was wrestling more than playing soccer.
Yeah.
So obviously these kids that were playing soccer kind of passed him by a little bit.
Gotcha.
And we tried out, and he made the B team that year. And he's like, I think I'm done with soccer. I said, good.
Yeah. Dedicate more time to wrestling.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it was cool. He did it for a little bit.
I mean, he's obviously he's early, he's young, but he's a savage at wrestling. But does he wrestle Year round?
Yes, right now it's
Year
freestyle
round.
season.
Explain that, because I don't...
Freestyle is a different rule set.
Okay.
Right? Freestyle is what they wrestle internationally. Okay. Every other country in the world wrestles freestyle wrestling. Well, there's freestyle and there's Greco. Greco is upper body only. I can't touch your legs. I can't use my legs against your legs. It's just upper body only. That's actually the first wrestling that there was, which is kind of silly to me. And someone's like, "Oh wow, there's legs we can grab."
So no throws, no trips,
no throws. You can throw.
Okay.
You can throw, but using your upper body.
Okay.
I can pick you up, bear hug you.
Okay.
I just can't go under your waist at all, and I can't use my leg to even foot sweep or even knee, like pick you up and use your knee.
Yeah.
Can't use it at all upper body. But then freestyle is what every other country does, pretty much. So all these countries, since they're little boys, wrestle freestyle. America wrestles folk style, which is like what we wrestle in high school and college. Okay. And that's a totally different rule set. It's very similar. It's still wrestling, still takedowns.
What are the biggest differences?
Like on top and bottom. Like in folk style, like I'm on bottom, I'm going to do in referee's position, and I'm going to try to stand up and get out, right? And you're going to try to turn me on my back. Freestyle, I'm going to go flat on my belly, and you're going to try to roll me to my back. You don't have to hold me on my back at all. Okay. You just have to roll me either with like a gut wrench, which is like a bear hug, roll me through, or an ankle lace, which I get your legs, and those are two of the most common turns on top.
Got you.
That's kind of those are the biggest differences.
Did I just see something recently that it was something big too? That either college rule set changed or
high school did.
High school.
Well, college did it first.
Now
high school. Now it's a 3-point takedown.
Yeah.
Just pretty crazy.
Is that a good thing or bad thing, do you think? I mean, it shouldn't matter if everybody has to be.
I think in college is definitely a good thing. In high school, I wonder, like, are the kids that not that good are going to get left? They're going to really not. They're really going to not be good.
Oh, really?
Just because think about it. Like back in the day, if it was 2-point takedown, 1-point escape, I had to take you down 12 or 13 times to get a tech fall. Now I got to take you down like 7 times to get a tech fall. And plus, they also made like right. So when I wrestled, or the rule before this year is, I hold you on your back for 2 seconds. 2 seconds or 4 seconds, 3 or 4 seconds, I get 2 points. I hold you on your back for 5 seconds, I get 3 points. Now I hold you 2 seconds, 2 points. 3 seconds, 3 points. 4 seconds, 4 points. So if I take you down and hold you on your back, I could be up 7-0.
Wow.
You know.
Wow. Yeah, I could see where that would leave guys that aren't as skilled behind.
But at the same token, I was like, I don't know if I like it for college. But then going to watch some matches, like you're up, one more, like say you're up 7-1, right? One more takedown, I'm majoring you. Then this guy scores a takedown. Now it's 7-4. Now it makes the match a lot closer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. But I'm actually going to the Olympics this year.
Yeah. Sebastian.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Me and Tino got our tickets.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's amazing, dude.
I gotta go, dude. I gotta go.
How long? For a week?
I'm literally gonna just in and out. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have the school. I'm gonna have my school going. So I can't really. And I'm actually. I think I might be going to Morocco too soon.
Wait, you're going somewhere for a UFC opening?
Yeah, I think
Gym.
Morocco. Possibly for work.
Gotcha.
I'm down. Morocco's Africa, bro.
You've done a bunch of those.
Yeah, I went to St. Petersburg, a bunch all over the U.S. Where else did I go to one? Singapore.
Yep.
Singapore's like a jungle, bro.
Essentially, you're there for meet and greet purposes, and
yeah.
Gotcha.
In and out.
You teach a couple classes while you're there?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. If you made it back up to that Wayne one, that's a massive.
Yeah, not in a while. But yeah. That one's nice. That one's really nice.
Biggest one I've ever been in.
Actually, the guy sent me a picture of the one in Morocco, dude. Looks crazy.
Really?
Looks crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That guy's still running them?
Adam, yeah. Yep.
That's cool. What else, Franklin?
Mike Tyson and Jake Paul.
Yes.
They decided it's going to be a real
that's going to count on their official record, yeah.
It's still 2-minute rounds, which I don't know how that works. I guess it doesn't matter.
It's 10 2-minute rounds or 8 2-minute rounds? I think it's 10.
I don't know. 10 or 8, yeah. 14-ounce gloves.
Yes. How do you feel about that?
I don't know.
Is that going to hurt Tyson's knockout power?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Right.
A little bit.
You think?
I mean,
you think
it
Jake
hurt
requested
Jake?
that? Well, Jake,
Nah.
does Jake? Well, no. Jake does have knockout power.
He does. He does.
Yeah.
I don't know. Usually they're 10-ounce gloves. I think. Pretty sure.
There's a 30. Well, right now there's 30. There'll be 31-year age gap.
Wow.
By the time that fight happens, that's insane.
Wow. It's kind of mean, you.
Everybody I talk to is rooting for Tyson. I'm rooting for Tyson, but if I was again, and I bet wrong. Nobody listened to me. I always bet wrong. But if Tyson doesn't KO him in the first 2 rounds, age is going to catch up.
Give him 3 or 4 rounds.
3 or 4.
First, yeah.
Listen, he looked good against Roy Jones, but it helped that Roy Jones.
Did you see
didn't
what Roy
look
Jones
good.
said? I seen an interview. Roy Jones said he's the hardest I've ever. He's like,
oh really?
He's like, holy. He's like, he hits so fucking hard.
Yeah,
That's what he said. He said he still hits crazy hard.
Well, okay. So here's a question for you because I don't know, and I think most of our viewers don't know. Exhibition fights, are they allowed to go? I mean, if you're fighting for your official boxing title and it's a sanctioned fight, I would think you're all in. You're going to go. An exhibition fight that doesn't. Is there a different rule set? Do guys hold back?
I don't know. I'm sure some do. I don't know if there's like a unwritten rule. They talk about it beforehand. I don't know how that works.
Okay.
To be honest with you.
Because that fight with Logan versus Mayweather, I know when he went ham on him. Remember that?
Yeah.
There was some talk about he wasn't supposed to do that.
Right.
And if it was because that was an exhibition fight, correct?
Yeah, well, yeah. I guess if that they had like an unwritten rule that they spoke
written,
about.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That I know there was some talk about maybe a lawsuit there because he absolutely wasn't supposed to do that or something. I mean, again, this is who knows? Could just be hearsay, but
yeah, no, I did hear that too. I heard he didn't get paid yet either.
Really,
Logan? Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Because he broke the contract.
Oh, because of that. Yeah, maybe. Hey, instead of suing him, maybe they said you just don't get paid.
Yeah.
Why? That was Mayweather Promotions or money?
I said I don't know if it's true.
Yeah, who knows?
We're the worst.
We are the worst. We have no facts here, people. We just spit pure
bunch of
gibberish.
hearsay.
But Logan Paul's drink. Did you see the shit with the I forget what it's called? PP.
I know, but it's not. Remember we talked about this.
It's an energy drink.
No,
right?
no. But remember you said it was Joe Rogan. It wasn't Joe Rogan. It was the AI. Remember you said. So
wait, that's completely untrue because I've seen it.
I think it is. I seen something where Logan is suing someone because they were saying this stuff.
Can you look that up? Is Logan Paul's drink
POS? No,
it's I want to say PPE, but that's not it.
Oh, the
Does it contain
PFAs?
PFAs, that's it. Does it contain? Is he being sued essentially? Prime energy drink.
He's the one that also went to Japan with the suicide thing. That was Logan.
That
too?
was early in his YouTube career. Yeah, he got. They tried to cancel him for that because apparently he was like making light of it. That there's a forest over there called Suicide Forest or something like that where lots of people commit forest.
There's a class action lawsuit against Prime Hydration saying they contain PFAs, which are the forever chemicals.
Yeah.
They do. So they do.
It's like a Teflon.
That's what the lawsuit's claiming. He says it's not true. So
is that like a class action?
I honestly, I bet it's not true though.
Well,
right?
I mean, that's a waste. I guess. Listen, lawyers are leeches, so they'll take about anything. But I mean, it would seem like you'd have to have the burden. Wouldn't that immediately get thrown out as a frivolous lawsuit if there wasn't some proof to it?
I guess
he says that
this could be just like a defamation thing though too, like trying to just go after his.
He says first off, anyone can sue anyone at any time. That does not make the lawsuit true, and in this case, it is not. One person conducted a random study and has provided zero evidence to substantiate any of their claims.
Okay, all right. Well,
so
innocent until proven guilty. Speaking of Suicide Forest, you know where we go, and don't ever fucking tell our kids this, but you know where we go riding quads?
Yes.
At least one person hung themselves.
How do you know?
Because I saw a picture of it.
What?
Yeah.
Where?
I didn't want to see it, but I did.
How'd you see a picture?
Someone sent it to me.
Who?
I can't telling you that. On fucking air, buddy. I'll tell you after.
Okay, so someone, there was a cop, I guess, sending a picture.
Right, calm down, Keller.
Okay,
calm down, Keller.
Detective
Calm down.
Sherlock on the scene.
No, I didn't say that.
All right.
Regardless.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would never tell my kids that. They'll never go out there.
Where the swing?
Yeah.
By the swing?
No, not there.
By where that river?
No, by the I don't want to say, but by I don't even think you would know if I told you where it was, but I'll tell you off the air.
All right.
Remember when you were away and I sent you the video of us cooking marshmallows and shit?
Yeah.
Right there, I believe. Crazy.
Yeah.
You just reminded me of that when you said Suicide Forest with Logan, because he did take some heat.
Now, the person that did it,
that's a guy,
a young person or
I look to be like a middle-aged person. I don't know, not old, but Logan, they tried to cancel him. I think it depends on who you are as a person. You know what I mean? Like whether you can get canceled or not. Obviously, he was.
Who's been canceled though?
Oh, who has been canceled? Now, if you hadn't asked me, I probably could have named a bunch of people. Well, they tried. I could think of people that tried to get canceled, but they didn't succeed with Morgan Wallen. They tried to cancel him. They actually made him more popular.
You kind of got canceled.
Yeah, true. I got canceled. That's a fact. That is a fact. But I do think, just based on my own experience, you got to make a decision. You either stay on social media or you get the fuck off and never get back on.
How are you going to cancel? I mean, I'm not cancelable. No one gives a fuck.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I agree. I mean, now I see things a lot clearer, but yeah. But I mean, it just depends on how much you want your personal life to be affected, I guess. You know what I mean? So,
like Louis C.K., he didn't get canceled.
He did for a bit.
But I mean, like no one's ever permanently canceled, I guess, right?
You think he's at the level of fame that he was before those allegations came out? I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not against like the View crowd. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Yeah, you're right.
No, just in selling out.
I think
tours
and
you do?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Those people that want to see him are going to see him.
I mean, again, he's funny as hell, but I'm not. I know it was. You always say, fucking. What are you, Mexican? SA was the charges, right? But didn't he whip it out in front of some girl in the green room to start?
Yeah, but he asked. He did.
At
least what I heard is he asked every person. Said, "Hey, do you mind if I beat off in front of you?" And like some people would say, "Yeah, I'll go ahead," and some people would say, "No." If you said yes and you're upset, you're an idiot.
I know, but they always use position of power.
No, I get that too. I do get that.
There is some truth to that for sure. I'm not saying there's not.
Yeah.
But I just listen, man. I mean,
still, even at the, I don't know.
Guys are pigs. There's no question about it. We're all pigs in our heads. Doesn't mean
I don't get that, dude. I don't get that, though. That's a little rough.
Let me finish. Doesn't mean you act on it. Like 99% of men don't act on it. But I could never fucking jerk off in front of somebody and get it done. Could you?
Well, it depends who it is. I'm definitely not you.
You could? You could have a girl just sit in a fucking corner fully clothed and get it done?
Oh, fully clothed?
Well, wait, you're saying these girls undressed?
Yeah, no, you're right.
I don't think so.
It was a weird fetish.
I think it was a fetish, yeah.
A weird kink, yeah. He got off on people looking at him.
Apparently, to each their own. To each their own.
I don't know.
Odd.
You see, Connor bought into.
I saw that.
BKFC.
That just was the last few days, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So how long until he fights there?
I mean, do you know what he's got left on his contract with the UFC, or is he?
I think 2 fights.
2 fights. They're not going to release him unless it's a deal where it's a huge moneymaker like Floyd Mayweather fight again, like a boxing fight. It won't be.
No, they'd have to get a piece of it.
They'd have to get a piece of it. It will never be BKFC. They'll never let him do that ever.
Like,
and I don't think he would do that.
Perry?
Dude, Perry is a killer. And Lorenzo, the guy that I said is scary as fuck over there. Lorenzo Hunt.
Lorenzo Hunt, right?
I thought it was Lorenzo, but
Lorenzo. You might be right.
Anyway, regardless, just got beat.
Oh, he did?
That English dude.
Yeah, but his arm, is that where his arm?
But listen.
He got dropped.
He got dropped.
He posted his hand.
He might have got back up. I'm not sure. He got rocked by an uppercut pretty hard. Hardest I've ever seen him hit. Went down.
And posted his hand.
On his arm and it folded behind him and popped his elbow.
Dislocated, right?
Yeah. It was pretty nasty.
So now, first armbar in a BKFC.
Would he have got back up? He's a beast, so maybe, but.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Something like that happens in one of those, you know?
I know.
But that's because.
He's just pointing at it, too, when he pulls it back. He's just like, he knew him. Connor did the same thing when he broke his ankle. He's like pointing at it. Crazy.
Yeah.
The only guy I've ever seen fight, and again, it was a toe, was John Jones fought. Remember, his toe was literally broken in half, hanging over his.
Yeah.
And he fought through it. Didn't even know. Joe Rogan gets up and is interviewing him. He's like, "Holy shit! Look at your toe!" And he looked down. And he's like, he was like, "I gotta sit down. I gotta sit down." You know. But,
dude, he almost lost his toe.
Bro, it was nasty. I was at that fight. That was in Newark.
I'm always like, these fingers, like here, you see the tendons are missing, right? So I'm always like, damn, I'm scared I'll get that thing kicked right off.
That is from getting kicked, correct? That's how that happened?
No, it actually was from, I was under someone and they Her back.
Oh, and crushed it like that. Oh.
And I remember, I'm like, oh damn.
What was his
first
name?
Time it happened.
Who were you under?
The first time it happened, dude, and then this one, I was like, damn. When it happened, I'm like,
you ain't poking no hemorrhoids in with those things.
Look at this. This one goes the other way. This one goes the other way.
You got some fucked up hands, buddy.
It's all right though. This one goes right to the G spot.
Jesus.
That's it though, bud.
All right, pal.
It's a good little session.
Yeah. You got no regrets about your fighting career with all your injuries and all your fucking mangled hands and nothing? Had to do it all over again.
Yeah,
Bring Frankie back to 18
more
years
fights.
old.
I'd fight more.
I like it. Ronnie Coleman, baby.
I'm thinking about just sparring again. Like fuck
spar every day. What are you talking about?
No, I don't really. No.
Really?
Like sparring.
With Mark, you don't spar?
Not really. No, not much.
Not
Not much. A little bit here and there. But I don't really spar much.
That
like,
fucking
fuck these
video,
brain cells.
that
You know what I'm
video of
saying?
you rolling backwards that you weren't fucking sparring. You were just like
What video?
video where you got ejected out of the fucking
No,
cage.
I was
'cause
holding
the door.
pads for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I thought you sparred a little bit, bro. Like, come over here. I'm here at least once a week, and your face is always cut to shit.
Yeah, I grapple with my face, bro. I grapple.
I mean, literally every week you got a fucking some cut somewhere.
I do. I grapple. Like, sure, you gotta. Like, if you want to be good, that's why
Use
my
your head.
neck. That's why my neck is like kind of
Big?
thick.
Yeah.
Because I'm always using my head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like if you,
I was told to use my head as a kid.
do a double on somebody, you
Drive,
yeah.
look into it.
Yep. All right, pal. You got nothing else? Let me see. I had a few things. I think we covered them all.
Okay. The whole garden thing, bro.
Yeah, buddy. Got any regrets about that?
My hands, bro. Kept pricking
Renee's
with
all beat to shit. Your wife's all beat
she
to
is.
shit too.
Just sunburned up.
No, not that. Her arms are all scratched to hell.
I know.
Oh, I was pissed about this. I was looking up today. I'm annoyed. I was looking up today, like about the Dover Township thing, like how it changed or whatever. I was just like looking it up, and there was an article. I forget who posted this. Down at the bottom. Oh, Fairways, Bailey Fairways, the golf course right down the street, posted this article. Fairways at Bailey.com. They got famous people from New Jersey. Sam Porcello, right?
Who's that?
Mr. Oreo. He invented the Oreo cookie.
No way.
Yeah, buddy.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
What?
Sam worked as a food scientist at Nabisco for 34 years, but none of his work was made more influential than the creation of the modern-day Oreo cream filling.
Wow, Tom's River,
Yeah.
baby.
Sam was actually born in Newark, but moved to Toms River in 1974 and spent the rest of his life here until he passed away, 2012. Next guy, Todd Frazier. Next guy, Al Leiter, another MLB guy.
I did a thing with him.
Yeah. Dimitri Martin, a comedian, I guess.
Yeah, I know
You
him.
know Dimitri? No fucking Frankie Yeager. I'm pissed, bro. What the fuck?
I don't want to be with those people. No, I'm joking.
Todd? You don't want to be with Todd?
No, Todd's my guy, bro.
I know
Come on.
Todd's your guy. But that fucking pissed me off. I'm not eating there anymore.
Where?
With the restaurants.
Shogun?
Aren't they fucking...
At Shogun?
Oh, you're there all the time?
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
We're gonna have fucking.
Yeah,
we're gonna have some issues.
Wait, are they... They're connected, right? I mean, they're owned by the same people?
No,
They got it. No,
they
they're
probably
not?
pay them.
They probably rent it. Yeah, true. All right. Well, we'll eat there still, but we're not fucking golfing there. I'll tell you that.
Sake bomb.
Yeah, what's his name? I love him.
Kevin, bro.
Kevin. Yes, Kevin. Yeah.
Kevin. You know his name's Kevin
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
right, that's right. That's right. All right, we can wrap on that.
All right, buddy. Take care. Take care.
Take it easy.
Take it deep.
Guys, just a reminder, don't forget to find and follow us on YouTube, Rumble, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and most other podcast platforms.